Hi guys, thanks for joining in. I first would like to say thank you so much for hanging tight and bearing with me. It took me a lot longer than I had expected to go over another haul with you guys, but just the chaos of what I do for work and my daughter going back to school and things like that. It was just a lot and I had no time. And I know some of you were getting antsy, and I know I was getting antsy because I didn't know when I was going to have the time to do it. But here I am, messy hair, sweatshirt, ready to do it. So thank you guys so much for hanging tight and waiting patiently for this. So I'm going to go over with you today my last fall Goose Creek haul. I do have about 3 different shipments here with me today. It's not going to be a super long video. I'll kind of, just go through them. But I do have fall ones, and then I do have Halloween ones over here as well. So we'll go ahead and get into it. And once again, if you're not familiar with Goose Creek, they are online based. They are absolutely amazing. Excuse me. So you get about the 150-hour burn for their large wick candles, and then you get their 16 ounce and their 14.5 ounces, which I do not have with me right now. You kind of get anywhere from about, what was it? I think it was 24 to 40 hours, I do believe, for these ones. They burn more like the Bath & Body Works 3 wick candles versus the large ones. You do get a lot more burning time with them. So with that being said, we'll go ahead in with the first one. First one up here is going to be pumpkin pie. If you have not tried this one yet, I definitely say please do. This one is absolutely amazing. I love it so much that I actually have 2 of them. So this one kind of gives you more of the inside of a pumpkin pie. So like that pumpkin filling with like the allspice and maybe a little bit of like a whipped cream scent to it. It doesn't give you like a bakery crust. Yeah, definitely not like a bakery crust. You get more of like the inside of the pie. Now, I will tell you, if you don't like sugary scents, this one will be for you because this plays more on the pumpkin and the spice, not like a sugary, super bakery type candle. So this is a really good fall one if this is something that you like. Second up here, I have Coffee House, which I know everybody was really excited about this one. I know that they really loved it last year. They were really excited about it this year. I personally am a little on the fence about it, and I'll tell you why. So first off, when you smell this one, it's kind of more of like your gourmand coffee. So you get like your cream, maybe like a vanilla cream, sugar. You get a chocolate hint in there, and it actually is one of the notes for this as well. And then the coffee. I kind of wish it had maybe more of like a fresh brewed coffee smell with it. It does have a little bit of a bitter after scent on cold, so I'm extremely curious to know how this one actually does burn. But the wax color is beautiful. It reminds me of coffee as far as the wax goes. I will say that there is a 16-ounce Turkish coffee that they do offer on their website. That one, from the reviews, they said that one smells more like fresh brewed coffee versus this one's more like your gourmand coffee. So just so you are aware of the differences, but you do really pick up like a chocolatey note on this one versus more of, why is this so hard to open? Yeah, definitely you get a chocolatey note on this one versus more of like the fresh brewed coffee. Next up is my personal favorite. I got this year based off of reviews, and it is absolutely 100 million% amazing. This one is the Toasty Hot Toddy. I apologize for the glare with my light. It's a little bright today. This one, it kind of reminds me if This would actually be a really good drink with maybe like some Fireball in it, if that's what you're into. But this, it kind of gives you like a hint of like sugary, warm, maybe like, it's kind of hard to explain. Not caramel, but it's more like very warm and kind of caramel, and just it reminds you of like a brisk day and you're just kind of sitting outside with a really warm scented drink. And this is really good. Now this is sweeter, definitely sweeter. It has kind of like a melted caramel scent to it, so this is sweeter. Maybe a little bit of spice, but not too much spice. So if you don't like the sweet, maybe you would stay away from this one, but this is a really, really good one. Next up, I have apple bourbon. This was a first for me this year as well. It smells really good. This one you get like a fresh mashed apple, if that makes sense. It doesn't smell like fresh like cut apples. It smells like as if you mashed up an apple. You kind of get like it kind of reminds you of maybe a little bit of like a mashed apple with like a cinnamon, maybe the kind that you kind of bake in the oven a little bit, and then you get a little bit of the bourbon. I don't get too much of the bourbon. I think it's a really good complement between the two. I don't think one overpowers more than the other. But with that being said, it is definitely more on the apple side. And can we just really quickly talk about how beautiful all of the wax is for all of these? I mean, you get a lot of beautiful fall wax colors with all of these. So that's a plus. Lots of fall, lots of fall. Next up, this one is new this year. This is called Blessed Day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful yellow wax and an absolutely adorable picture. This one, okay, so bear with me a minute. This one reminds me of the scented wreaths that you can get from the craft store. It's not spicy. It might be a little fruity. Kind of, you get like the citrusy, spicy. It, you know what it kind of reminds me of now that I'm thinking of it, other than the craft store wreaths, almost kind of like a tea bag. Like when you have like a fresh, maybe like the orange chamomile tea bags. That's exactly what this reminds me of, and I couldn't put my finger on it until now. So it's kind of like that orange citrusy chamomile smell to it, but like the kind that you would get from a tea bag. So it's very nice and fall. I honestly think that this is one you could probably even get away with burning in the springtime when it kind of transitions from winter to fall. I think this would really be, you know, really nice for that too, because it's not really heavy on you know, like the spiced scents and stuff for these ones. So this one, I think you could kind of maybe play when it transitions as well. But this is a really, really nice one. Okay, guys. So we already had went over the toasty hot toddy. We have toasty pumpkin toddy. This guy's right here is the jam. This one is nice and spicy. Like really nice and spicy. It kind of has like kind of like a, not a malted smell, but it does kind of have like that mulled pumpkin-y, spicy, like warm drink scent to it. I actually am really sad that I didn't get 2 of these, and I think I'm gonna have to probably go to see if they still have this or not, and if not, maybe pout about it a little bit. But this one is a really, 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 really good one. And if you're not familiar with Goose Creek, this is a really good candle to talk to you about this. It's okay to get them like this. I know some people, it kind of upsets them because they feel like their candle is ruined. That just means that you have a really good oiled candle. And sometimes that means that your candle is going to be just that much stronger, which is a really good thing. Because Goose Creek is really known for their oils in their candles. So when they do come like this, don't be super upset. Just kind of learn to love the fact that it came like that, because you know that it's going to be a better scented candle than for you. Okay, so this one is Pink Apple Sunset. This is new from this year. I am so excited, and I'm going to tell you why. Pink Apple Punch from Bath & Body Works. This is that candle, guys. So that is one of my favorite candles from Bath & Body Works that came out about 2-3 years ago. And when I got this candle, I just couldn't believe it, because I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, this is amazing. And it comes in this big, huge, glass, and I can burn it for so long. And this is amazing. So if you are familiar with the Pink Apple Punch from Bath & Body Works, you already know what this one smells like. For those of you that do not, the best thing that I can say is it reminds you of kind of like a Jolly Rancher, if you will. So kind of like that green apple Jolly Rancher. It has kind of like that little puckery scent to it, but then it's very fresh and not really candied, but it has that, nice, fresh, a little bit candied, puckery, just kind of the way that a Jolly Rancher tastes, an apple Jolly Rancher would taste, is literally exactly how this candle smells. And that is absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to burn this one. And I actually have 2 more of these coming as well. So I'm really excited. All right. And then we do have apple cider. This was a new one for me this year. I do think my mom purchased this one last year, the beginning of the year when they had a sale. This one smells exactly like warm apple cider. So not like the fresh, cold kind that you might get from like a fall festival or your local grocery store or local market or farmer's market or wherever the case may be. This one definitely is a warm apple cider scent. So it smells exactly like it. I mean, there's no better way to explain it than just saying it reminds me of warm apple cider. You get the cinnamon, you get the apple, you get the warmness of it. So this is a really good candle. And I think this is going to be my next one that I'm going to end up burning. Next up is Caramel Applewood. Super, super cute label. So fun fact is I started buying Goose Creek 3 years ago. This was my very first candle that sold me from Goose Creek. I will say this candle, if you like caramel apple, this candle is absolutely amazing. And I would suggest you get 3 of them, because you're not going to know how much you're going to love it until you get it. And I don't know if they're going to have any more of them. But you do get very fresh apple, and you get the caramel, no nuts. I know that the label does kind of have like cute nuts on it. But definitely no nuts. It's just like the fresh apple that is dipped in fresh caramel that you would get from your fall festival. This is definitely a 1,000,000% yes from me, if you care to know my opinion. I know it does say apple wood, and it's supposed to have kind of like a woodsy scent. I don't really think it's woodsy. You really just get fresh apple and really fresh caramel, and you kind of just want to eat the candle, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. The next one is Happy Autumn, and I do believe that I did review this one in the very first one. So I wanted to come back to this one because after I let it sit a little bit longer since the very first video, it definitely is more outdoorsy and spicy. So it's definitely very fall, but since I let it sit more, you get a lot of the spice. Like I would probably say about 80 to 85% of it is like an autumn spice. I don't get any apple. I don't get anything else in it. Don't get any, I think there's even kind of like a citrus or something in it. But this one, no, I only just get 100% a lot of the spice for this one, and a little bit of outdoorsy. Next up is Carrot Cake. This one is a first for me this year, and I did get this one based off of reviews. I will tell you that this does not disappoint. It is absolutely amazing. It kind of, you get like the inside of the carrot cake. So like that nice, moist carrot cake with that little bit of spice, the fresh carrot, and then you get the after scent, not the top layer, but the after scent is going to be the cream cheese icing. I don't get it when you first smell it. It's kind of like the one that when you inhale and then you go to exhale, you first smell the inside of the cake, and then when you exhale is when you get like that little after scent of the cream cheese icing. This one is absolutely delicious, and it's an extremely adorable label. And once again, I do apologize. My light is just so bright, but I can't get it to not. Yeah. So super cute on that one. And then this is Autumn Apple. This one is new this year as well. So I know that this one has apple in it, honey in it. At first, when I very first got it, it kind of smelled like cactus blossom. So I was a little disappointed because I didn't quite understand why I kind of got that smell from it when it was appley. Now that it has sat longer, I don't really get like a super cactus blossom vibe to it, but definitely not what I thought it was going to smell like when it was described as the top notes as being apple and honey. You do get the honey, not a really strong honey. It's kind of more of a mellow, sweet honey. Definitely some apple, but not fresh apple. So I think I would have liked maybe more of like the Macintosh apple, which I'm going to go over in a minute. I think I would have liked to have had that more with some of the honey and, maybe like a little bit of spice or, something else to it. But I just kind of get, it's definitely sweet, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's not very, I don't get a lot of apple in this one. And then last but not least for my fall haul is going to be the Macintosh apple, which is my all-time favorite because I absolutely love apple fragrances. This one can be used all time of the year. It doesn't matter. It's just that very fresh, like you just cut an apple and you put your nose up to it. You can't beat it. It's really good for, you can do it in the winter and burn it with a cinnamon candle, or do it in the spring and do it by itself, do it in the summer, do it by itself. When I do this one for fall, I actually like to burn this one with the Carnival cake, which is also formerly funnel cake. So this one, when you burn these two together, it reminds you of going to a fall fair. Perfect combination together. And if you do really like funnel cake, I do highly suggest this candle as well. It smells exactly like funnel cake. You get like the confectioner's sugar, you get that fried crispy dough with this one. Can't go wrong with it. But when you burn it then with this Macintosh apple one, it's absolutely amazing. But like I said, you can play around with this scent, use it all year round. Can't go wrong. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead on to my Halloween one with you guys, which is super fun because they always have the most adorable Halloween labels possible. So the first Halloween one is going to be Ghost Stories. Super cute and really, really cute lids. They always have really cute lids. And one thing I love about the flat lids is if you like to hoard candles like I do, they make great for stacking. Versus it's really hard to stack the other ones. So these are really, really good stacking ones. The Ghost Stories definitely plays on the vanilla. It kind of reminds you of like a vanilla bean or like a buttercream vanilla scent. Very mellow, very calming, a little bit of marshmallow. So I'd probably say maybe more like a vanilla and a marshmallow. This one was new for me this year. It's called Wicked Treats. Super cute. And just to clarify the label, these are not cherries. They're like caramel sugared apples on the front with sticks coming out of them. Everybody thought for the longest time they were cherries and thought this was going to smell like cherries. It doesn't. It actually is a caramel apple scent as well. It's similar to the caramel apple wood, but it's more mellow and it's not as fresh and strong. You get more of like the candied fragrance to it, versus the other one was a caramel apple. This is more of like a candied apple. So you get more of like the candied and a little bit of apple to it, but it's not as strong as the caramel apple wood. And I do really, really like this one, and I did snag up 2 more of these, so don't miss out. Next up is candy corn. Now for me, I'm not a candy corn fan when it comes to eating it, so kudos to you if you are. Now for this one, it smells exactly like candy corn. It smells like you smushed a piece of candy corn maybe in your fingers and you smelled it, and it kind of has like that sugary, I always say candy corn is like really hard to describe, if you will, because it's just kind of super cool and waxy and sugary. So I guess basically if you know what candy corn smells like, you'll know what this smells like. But it also does kind of have like a marshmallowy and vanilla scent to it, but it smells exactly like candy corn. There's no other way around it. My number one most exciting Halloween candle is going to be Trick or Treat. This candle is absolutely amazing. And if you watch this video and you have not gotten this yet, you need to run, and you need to run there like right now because they are selling out super quick. So for this one, I know that some of it says like graham cracker is one of the notes for it. Like some candy, some woods. This smells as if you're kind of sitting maybe on a fall night outside, going through your candy bin with your friends, and it's just really good. I don't think it smells like the notes. So I'm going to tell you that now, because when you read the notes, you don't, how do I want to say it without, when you read the notes, some of you might be like, oh no, I'm not going to like that candle. Based off of the notes, I probably wouldn't have liked it either, but this candle does not smell anything like that. And I actually had to read the notes after I burned the first one last year. I had to read the notes again before I had got this one this year. And I was like, I would have never guessed, because I don't think it smells anything like that. It literally reminds you of like a trick-or-treat candy bucket with all different types of smells going on in there, but it's just absolutely amazing. So I just don't want you to miss out on this one. And also when it burns, it has this beautiful dark chocolatey wax to it, which is beautiful and absolutely awesome to burn during Halloween, because who doesn't like black wax during Halloween? Last 2 that I have here for you is definitely a really good fall one. It's called Pumpkin Patch. This is a Halloween one. Again, super cute lid. This one kind of has like a sweet pumpkin smell, not bakery, nothing at all. When it comes to bakery, it definitely is like a fresh pumpkin, a little bit of a sweeter scent to it, maybe a little bit, I wouldn't really say a lot of cinnamon. It's just more pumpkin. With that being said, I know that there was one, was it called Pumpkin Carving, that they had last year that they did not bring out this year, but someone did say that one of the smaller candles did smell like it. They said that one reminded you of pumpkin guts, like the fresh pumpkin guts. This one does not smell like that. So I want to just clarify that it does not smell like pumpkin guts, doesn't smell like canned pumpkin. It just kind of has like that pumpkin scent, not artificial. It's very, very fresh, and it is sweet. So it is definitely something that you can burn throughout the fall. Super cute label with the pumpkin on it, so it would be definitely Halloween. But if you don't want this label on, you kind of want to burn it a different time of the year, these are very easy to peel off, and that way you can just have the really pretty orange wax done with it. And then last but not least is Poison Cupcake. Oh yeah, there you go. You can kind of see a little bit better now. So this one, I will tell you, is a first for me this year. It smells exactly like the picture. So it gives you that chocolatey, really like kind of like a devil's food cake, like a chocolate devil's food cake, cupcake, and then that dyed buttercream purple icing. Believe it or not, that's exactly what this candle smells like. Yeah, like there's no way around it. You get like the sugary, sweet, dyed ice cream. And I don't care what anybody says, when you have dyed, not ice cream. Did I say ice cream? I'm sorry, icing. I don't care what anybody says, when you have dyed icing, it definitely has a different scent to it. So that's what I would definitely say about this, is that it's the chocolate cupcake and then the purple icing. And that's a really, really cute label too, guys. So, and the wax is absolutely beautiful. So I cannot wait to burn this one. And the reason that this is two colored, just to kind of give you a heads up as well, is this is oils. Doesn't mean there's nothing down here. It's just this is the oils. So when you burn this, this will start to kind of distribute elsewhere without the candle. And then when it dries back up again, it's not going to look like that. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I kind of went through everything with you today. And again, I do apologize for taking so long. And I do apologize that this is kind of a short video. But I am kind of on a little bit of a time limit today. With that being said, if I do get any more fall ones, I will definitely follow up. If not, the next one's going to be Christmas, because they're coming out, and I saw some really cute sneak peeks from one of the YouTubers that do candle hauls for a couple different candle companies as well, and they have some really, really, really good tricks up their sleeves for this holiday season coming up. So I think it'll be a good one. So with that being said, I hope you all have a blessed evening, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.